All right, we are live. So, yeah, for anyone who's just joining, or anyone who's watching the VOD, yeah, the last VOD, for some reason, part 4 got, I don't know, removed, taken down? I have no idea. But, like, apparently YouTube is being really stupid, and they decided to just remove the video or something. I don't know. I still have it in my like listed videos. There's no like copyright strikes or anything against it. No claims. Um, but yeah, I have it set to public. It's available, and I genuinely have absolutely no clue why the VOD got removed and it's not available anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and figure out what happened to part 4. Probably have to contact YouTube, but I doubt I'll even get a response because I'm like way too small, and they probably just won't care. Or I'll probably just get sent to like some automated AI system or something. So yeah, that's probably not going to come back, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Yeah, other than that, yeah, hello. Welcome to Stream CF. Yeah, I just want to give CF a quick shout out here, or as their handle suggests, it's at Yeeter12345. He did the thumbnail art for today's stream, so yeah, I just wanted to give a quick shout out and thank you for the art. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm sure that if Mr. L.A. Watson ever swings by and sees this stream, I'm sure he'll appreciate the fan art as well for this game. But anyhow, yeah, let's just dive right in. So last time I found like a big puzzle, like a super big puzzle, over on the right hand side. Well, actually, I didn't find it. Do you have something new to say? No, I don't think so. But yeah, we started this massive puzzle over here. Oh wait, that's not where it is. Shoot. I don't like that it brings you all the way back to the beginning of the hub every time you exit. Yeah, it was here. A way out, I think it was? Something like that. Oops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the labyrinth. Finale, it says. Let's see. So C to do that, X to zoom. Okay, so the game did save my markings. That's very good. I was going to come back to this just so I could take more notes on this puzzle. But I guess I'm not going to do that right now because, yeah, it actually saved everything. I was a little bit afraid because I was like, oh, I just like exited the level last time. And I figured that by exiting, it was going to actually remove all my marks. But apparently it doesn't do that. So I'm kind of glad that it doesn't delete everything. Speaking of markings, I've decided to change to a new system for marking things. So hopefully we'll be seeing that in today's stream. Yeah, you and a couple other people too. Part of the reason the markings are done the way they are in the first place is for efficient saving. I didn't realize that. Cool. But yeah, what happened last time? I don't know. I feel like I've been getting a lot of flack for not marking things well, or not marking things in a way that makes a lot of sense. And I think there's also just kind of like I don't know, maybe it's an adjustment period. Like I'm just not super used to the way that these markings work. And this note-taking system. But also, I've been finding myself missing a lot of features from Leaf's Odyssey. Like, just I sometimes I just press I, and I'm just like, all right, I should be able to see the initial room state, and it just doesn't give me that. And I'm just so used to having stuff like that. So, yeah, I showed off how I'm taking notes now, sort of an adjustment to try and like adapt to just the lack of tools that I'm used to. I showed it off during the Block Koala stream on Tuesday for anyone who's been watching me play UFO 50. But yeah, I was using Paint to take notes, and I think that'll probably be the adjustment that I need to kind of help me reason about puzzles a little bit more easily, because that will at least let me like draw arrows and stuff too, so I can actually have like paths. Lets me take a snapshot of like the initial state. But yeah, I'm hoping the adjustment actually leads to something good here. Yeah, everyone does marks in their own way, and it's an acquired process. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just felt like this game was kicking my butt a little bit too hard, and I just wanted. I just felt like I needed to like make some kind of adjustment. Is it official that I'll be doing the UFO 50 Platinum one day? Platinum probably will happen, or at least I'm gonna try it. I really want to give it a real attempt because, I mean, ever since you planted the idea in my head, it sounds very tempting to actually give it an actual go, but there's kind of a few problems with that. First of all, I don't know how to build a platinum, or I don't know if I'll build a cherry every single game in UFO 50. Like, so far my efforts have been focused entirely on like the puzzle games, or like the puzzle-ish games in that collection. And so there's like a bunch of games in there, like the shoot 'em ups, that I don't think I can play or cherry very easily. We've talked about this at length in DMs, but like, yeah, it's just not something that I'm fully sure I'll be able to do. I'm gonna try my best to like grind those things out and like learn, but I genuinely think it's not going to be very easy, and so yeah, it might take me a bit to actually, you know, manage to achieve cherries in some of those games. There will definitely be some like offline grinding for that, and I still have to juggle like a full-time job and everything else with that too. I'm still trying to make all the worlds review for Leaf's Odyssey, so that's another thing. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm yapping. Few games are very hard. Super User doesn't have any tutorial, but I'm sure you can. Yeah, I know you're gonna try it too if I'm trying it, but there's other games I want to play in March as well that are coming up, so I don't know when I'll get to doing the UFO 50 Platinum run. I think it'll be incredibly hard though. Like, I'm not going to try and pretend that it's something that I feasibly can do. But I hope that I can do it, and I won't have too much trouble. Well, I'm just organizing my notes here. Okay, there we go. Off-screen mining. Alright, so yeah, I have a screenshot of the initial room state, and now I'm just gonna try to solve this. I don't know if I want to pick up those keys. This puzzle looks very confusing. So I need 25 pure keys. I think last time I looked at this puzzle, I determined that there's more than enough if I can spend these sign flip keys correctly. So this is a -4. So I think I want to get to the negatives first, right? Well, there's multiple sign flips, so I guess it doesn't necessarily matter too much. So I get like a bunch of positives, grab a sign flip, grab a negative, grab this negative, and then sign flip again. This also, oh, this requires, or does it? So this costs 3 pures. And this costs -3. Oh. Interesting. Well, in either case, I'm losing resources. So I think... yeah, I can open either of these. This one's easier to open. But I would already have to have sign flipped by then. How many extra do I have? I have 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17 plus 3 is 20. I need 25. And this would be an additional 10, I think? Potentially. So I could actually spare 3 keys for this, and it would save me from having to like open all this stuff. There are no other sign flip keys that I can see. So there's only sign flips for pure keys. Actually, no, there's a sign flip for cyan. That's not super helpful. Oh, but there's this if I want to open that. And I probably do. Oh, these have costs. Okay. Ooh, blast pure door. Interesting. And yeah, I don't think I can master key that. No, I can't. Yeah, that makes sense. So I would have to spend at least 1 pure key if I wanted to go through here. But there's 4 back here. 1 is cheaper than 2 though. So if I want to like min-max this, I probably want to spend just 1 pure on this. Is your favorite puzzle in this world? Okay. Then this is probably pretty tough. So this I can use to open this door and also open this. There's 4 purples. I could use the purples up here to open this. The purples don't really have a lot of other use though. Oh wait, no, blank purple door. Ah, but these are blank. Okay, hang on. That actually seems strictly helpful. So let me do this. We'll blast that. And we'll take this. And we'll blast away our purples. That seems pretty good. I don't see any other purples here. That's brown. Oh, there's brown keys. Okay. Don't like that. Oh man. I think that was optimal. Because I don't think I need the purples for anything else. Yeah, I don't think those ever come into play. We got a blue key up here, which I probably should grab. Yeah, 3 blue to wipe this off. 3 blue to wipe this off, but this is a blank purple. I have 0 purple, so that would be fine. So I could actually get through here if I grab this blue, and this blue. I would need negative cyan in order to break this without opening this. And I think I don't want to open this. Because I think it's probably optimal to just spend 1 pure here. Actually, I can't get 1 pure, though. Unless... Okay, negative 6... Okay, hang on. No, but I still have to... Or do I have to? I might have to spend pure keys here and here. And possibly even here. Pure door costs -3. Okay. It's kind of a lot to think about. Let me take another screenshot. I like this current state that I'm in, but I'm not sure if it's... I'm pretty sure there's nothing that can go wrong from here, but just in case. Hold on, just gotta... This a little bit bigger. Okay. I mean, I don't see any harm in grabbing the blue. Is kind of my... Oh, wait, but there is actually a harm because of this door. If I want to grab 5 pures right now, then this becomes a problem. And I can't master key this or this. I really want these 4 pure keys, though, because that's a pretty significant chunk of keys, I think. I mean, I can get 30, technically, so I really don't need these 4, probably. If I spend just 1 to get through here... I can probably forget about these, actually. Yeah, get rid of this door. bust down this door, bust down this door. I guess the problem is this sign flip, but but I need to get in here if I want this blue key, right? And I can't go through here to get to it. What is this? Master door cost -3. -3 master keys. I don't think I can ever get -3 master keys, so I think this door is just never opening. Unless... Wait, can you... You can turn gold into brown. So if I have the brown keys... I could use the brown keys to open this, I think. Maybe. Actually, I forget how this works. Uh-oh. I remember you could turn gold into brown, I think, from that one level. But then it'll be negative brown. Well, it'll be cursed. There's no negative brown keys. I would never be able to open this, I think. Well, unless I use the master key on the negative brown door? Oh, maybe. That's interesting. Okay, but if I'm ditching these 4 keys, I can't possibly spend keys here or here. Although I get 3 back for this. So wait, this is... So I'm losing 3 keys here no matter what, and then I get 3 back. So this is kind of just like a net 0. So I guess I can kind of just not really think about this, which means I do need this. Because then at most I could only get like 27 keys. Because this always costs me 3. Okay. That means I do need this. Which means that I probably do want to spend like 2 keys here, rather than like all of them. The 2 seems more worthwhile, at least. Can I afford to do that? I can afford to spend exactly 2, though. Because then... That brings me down to 25, because this is automatically just going to put me to 27 at most. Yeah, 27, 25... This would put me below, this would also put me below. So if I'm opening this, I can't open this or this. Yeah, let me write this down. How am I going to do that? I'm trying to think about how I want to actually mark this now. What if I give this, like... You know, I don't know. I'm trying to think about how would I, like, encode that kind of constraint. Like, visually. Like, if I open this, I can't open this and this. I mean, I could add, like, a little, like, legend on the side, I guess. Sure, I'm gonna just go with that for now. So, like, this door gets, like, a green mark on it. Maybe I should, like, switch screens here, so it makes my notes a little bit more easy to read for people. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, can I copy the audio over? Oh, copy the audio source, and we can have sound while I do paint stuff. Also, I just realized that my paint window's like totally out of the frame. Hold on. Is this better? Not really. No, that's actually kind of terrible. Okay, I'll just make it like slightly bigger. There we go. Good enough. Yeah, so my idea was like, just mark this, and then have like arrows pointing like this way, and this way, and just be like, view. Oh wait, let me change the font size. I think it was like 20 or something. Something small. Something like this. Oh, I can't really read that too well, but I guess that's fine. And I guess it works the other way around too. Oh wait. Yeah, I guess I need to like switch tools. There we go. So given that, I don't really have enough budget to, well, okay, so I can like temporarily drop off some keys here. And then, yeah, if I have 4 keys, I can like spend 4 keys or 3 keys here or here. I guess if yeah, it'd have to be like -4 keys. Then I'd have like 1 left over. Then I could get rid of the 1 here. Then I could grab the 3 afterwards. Sort of like a rebate. And then that allows me to spend fewer to get into here. Which then would give me enough bandwidth to open up like one of these two, right? Because then I'm not spending 2 here, I'm spending 1 here. And then I still have 1 more that I can spend somewhere else. And that seems pretty good. I mean, I don't really want to open this one right now, but it's 1 door versus like a whole bunch of other doors to get from one side to the other. Also, how am I getting rid of the... How am I getting rid of this? If I want to get 0 brown keys. I guess it would have to be this. So I've already screwed up if I've... Yeah, if I needed to chocolate something else. Yeah, okay, so if I want to get rid of the brown keys, I probably needed to chocolate this. I'll mark that as, like, brown, potentially. Okay, let me just check. Yeah, that's what my POV is. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I probably messed up the POV when I was doing block koala stuff. When I was tracing through all those force arrows. It was probably not captured properly, but oh well. Let me check the audio too. Am I getting the game audio? I am. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm thinking like I could get these keys, dump them off here, and then I can open up this. So I need the brown to open this. Then I can master key through here. So if I'm gonna master key that, then I'm gonna do this. But like I also want to brown it too. So we're gonna brown this, master key this. How am I gonna do that? I'm assuming that I'm getting through here, but actually that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How am I getting through here when I don't have enough blue keys for that? I need 3 of these. I need this one already. That makes me feel like I do actually need to open this. I'm probably not opening this, because I can just go through here. So yeah, I probably want to open this. I probably want to open this. So speculatively, I'm going to say, like, maybe this one. And maybe this one. Kind of makes some sense there. Because I do need to get this blue key pretty quickly. I will pick up this pure key because I need to destroy this blue door early before I ever pick up this. And if I have 5 pures, I can open up this and spend 1. I have budget enough to spend like 1 here and like 1 here. Which means that if I'm going positive, I might want to go here, but there's a sign flip here. And that's kind of annoying. Is there a route that works here? Okay, let me just try some things first before I completely like lock myself into this. I'm gonna switch views back to the game. Okay, so I did this. I think I messed up already. I think I do want to do this, though. Yeah, I do want to do this at the very least. I want this. I think I want to get rid of this. There is still one more sign flip for this, for the cyans. So I think we're okay there. I wanted this so I can chocolate this door. Now let me get to the other side. Then I don't have to spend my master key. I could spend my master key here to save the brown. That's an interesting idea. But I don't really see how useful that would be. There aren't really any other doors that I can reasonably brown, that I want to brown. Oh, but these are dirty and... No, these are purple. Dirty and purple. Interesting. So if I were to brown this, that actually is not a bad thing. Wait, actually no, I have 0 purple. What am I talking about? It literally doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just gonna destroy this. I don't know. I have to assume that I'm gonna make some mistake here. Oh wait, no, I still have a problem though. Or do I? Because I can get rid of this instead of sending up there. So I'm through now. Do I want to sign flip my cyans? I think I do. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna pick up purple here. Oh. Maybe I actually did want to get rid of the purple. Yeah, I'm not opening either of these doors anytime soon. I don't really need purple anymore. But yeah, if I'm getting brown, I'm kind of forced into it. Okay, this is kind of a problem then. I can get through here. If I sign flip this, I'm going negative though. That's not great. Actually, 5 is not... I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. Okay, so I'm getting browned here. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, if I sign flip here, then I have to just go around to the other side. Let's open this. I can sign flip this safely, that's good. Or can I? Oh, but I'm so browned. I need to get rid of the brown. Yeah, oh, the brown is actually a way bigger problem than I thought. I see. So it's either that or the purple. Interesting. So I can choose to blast one or the other? Yeah, that's what it seems like. I can choose to blast purple or blast brown. But by choosing a blast purple... I don't get to blast brown anymore. I'm gonna choose to get rid of brown for now. So we're losing this potentially. I mean, this is not that big of a deal, right? It's just a sign flip, but then I don't know. I mean, I kind of like using the master key here, but I kind of feel like I can't. If I master key here, then I lose access to what's up here. Oh, that's not great. I mean, if I master key this, I get access to this, and clean that off. Yeah, this is brown though. Or not brown, this is purple though. I mean, I can get to this now. But I can't open this. I never will be able to. Wait, what's this? This sets my blue key count to 0. Interesting. So I kind of want to do all my cleaning business before I ever go in this chamber down here. That is fascinating. But yeah, we can't win from here, so there's kind of no point. Yeah, so I feel like I'm learning a few things here. So I can choose to be stuck with brown, or I can choose to be stuck with purple. Or I can choose to have neither. I think that also works, doesn't it? Okay, now it locks me into negative cyans, though. And that's kind of bad. Because I can't get through here anymore. So I don't get my stuff. Well, unless I just take this, but then I'm stuck with positive cyan. At least for a while, I think. Actually, maybe permanently. I don't want to touch that. But yeah, now I have the brown. Do I want brown, though? I could brown this. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why I'd want to do that. I mean, unless I have... Like, if I have the 3 blues, I just spend them right there. No point in waiting. Yeah, I need to get rid of the brown so I don't, like, mess up other things. But yeah, now I don't have the negatives for this. And I don't have negative keys enough for this either. I don't have enough blue keys because I need to get that one first. So I can't clean anything. Can't go Super Mario Sunshine on all these blocks. Okay, so that also doesn't work. Well, this is tricky. I feel like there's a lot of different options. Yeah, it also really depends on like what I decide to master key. I think no matter what, like, I'm getting my blue keys pretty late. Like, there's not much I can do about that. I don't have really enough budget to spend keys both here and here. So if I'm opening like this one, I can't open this one. If I open this one, I can't open this one. Let me write that down. Just gonna write this as like X4. So I can either open one or the other, not both. Okay. Because I just won't have enough keys otherwise. I did count it right, I think, right? Like this is 8, this is 13, 13 plus 4 is 17, 17 plus 3 is 20, 20 plus this is 10 potentially, then that's 30, yeah. If I have to spend 3 to get the 3 back here, this is effectively like a key that I don't get to keep. I don't get to add it to my 27 for that nice round 30. So I only have that budget of 2. 2 to spare. Which means either this or this. But this is clearly cheaper if I can get it. If I can get down to 1 pure key. Which I almost feel like I can. The problem is that this is a negative door. There's like all these sign flips. Oh, there's also this sign flip here. Right, there's sign flips surrounding this key. And I'm pretty forced to pick up at least 1 positive key, I'm pretty sure. Because like, I'm never entering this unless I get the blue keys. And the only way to get the blue keys is to actually enter this chamber from this side. Because I can't open both of these. So I'll never be able to get the blue key here unless I open it from this side. So that means that implies that I have already gone through one of these rows. Let's make a quick note of that. And only grab this blue key from the right. Just draw a little line here. There we go. So if I sign flip here, I can't open this door. Making me think that maybe this is a master key target? Is that right? That can't be. Oh, I need to end up positive at the end of the day. I need to end up positive. I need positive 25 pure keys. The only way to start negative is if I can get to this key early. But I just don't see a way to do that. I can't, okay, so I can't go through this row early because I don't have all 3 blue keys. I won't be able to get this one. I can't get through here until I've already gotten this, which can only be grabbed from the right-hand side, which implies that, yeah, this is not happening early enough for it to matter. I cannot open both of these. No, that's not happening. I can't open both of these doors. If I open both those doors, I'm far past my budget. I'm gonna write a little XOR note on those too, I think. Just put a... Okay. So those two are XOR'd. You can only choose one or the other. Mutually exclusive. Which means that I can't ever go through here. At least not straight through to get this blue key early. What's stopping me from going through here? Nothing really, other than I need pure keys to open this. But I get pure keys here. So I can open this and get through here. Like, this is the most viable path, other than... Well, no, this one isn't viable because of this door. Yeah, if I'm going to get this blue key, I have to go through the middle. I must go through the middle if I want to get the blue key. If I want to get all three blue keys, and I do. I'm pretty sure I want all three blue keys. Actually, do I? Yeah. No, of course, because I need to open this. I need to be able to unlock this so I can get these four. That's not negotiable. Okay, yeah, if I have to get all the blue keys, then I have to go through the middle. Okay. Is there anything else I can really deduce, though? Like, if I have to go through the middle, what does that imply? I mean, I think there's no harm in doing this, at the very least. We want to open that, probably. Oh, unless I want to master key that. I wonder if anyone has ever made a state space dot graph of a puzzle in this game before and what it would look like. It'd probably be huge. I mean, I guess it depends on the puzzle. But, like, I feel like that would be a lot. I don't know, maybe that could be a cool technical project for you to work on if that's what you want to do. Be the change that you want to see. So yeah. Oh wait, I didn't want to grab that blue. We need to open up this. I have to open up that. So yeah, I have to... Ah, so that means, yeah, I definitely cannot pick up any blues before that, if I have to go through the middle. Because if I pick up a blue first, then I'm never going to get all three blues. Interesting, interesting, interesting. If I negative my keys now and then master key this door, though, like, I feel like that's not very good. It's true because I need to get rid of my brown keys here. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if I do that. Then I can... Do I want to do this? It gives me the 3 blues. Okay, that's more blues than I've ever had in my entire life. I feel. Okay, this will put me negative. Like, really negative. Oh, wait. This is the perfect opportunity for me to do this then, right? Wait, why can't I open this? Oh, wait, I haven't sign flipped yet. Right. Okay. So I go negative here. And then I come back around to here. Now I have the requisite -1. I can bust this down. And oh, but then I get... Then I end up getting more keys than I want. So actually, no, that doesn't work out. Because yeah, this is a positive door. If it was negative, it'd be fine. Okay, so that's not actually what I want. I see. Those purples don't matter anymore now at this point, but it doesn't matter because I can't open that door. Am I ready to sign flip? Interesting. I do see sign flips. I see them everywhere. I see a lot of them. I mean, if I do this and this, I have 11 keys. And then grab this for 15, and grab this for 19. I can flip my nothing, set that to my nothing to 0, grab this for 22. And now I'm just short by a little bit. Yeah, this gets me short by exactly 1, which is something I had already calculated, so I already knew this was going to happen. I'm just trying to figure out what I did wrong. I think I went somewhere wrong here-ish, probably. Like, I have too many pure keys right now. So I think this sign flip here is maybe good. The problem is I can't get to the other sign flip from here. And there's also this key in the way. If I were to enter from this side, this +4 is in the way. Which is bad. And I can't do this either because I don't have enough keys. That's kind of silly, but do be how that works. I really want to be able to get to just +1. But also, if I grab too many sign flips, I'm going to be stuck in a bad state. So if I could grab another sign flip right now, like let's say I could sneak this one, I would need to grab this other sign flip, and there's no way I can do that. I could grab the -4 and then the -6, and then I would need to do a sign flip before I grab any other keys. But this key in the lower right here is in the way, so that would never happen. Yeah, so that's not allowed. So I'm pretty sure I've already failed at this point. I also made my choice earlier too. I made the choice to get rid of my negatives here. I'm not sure that was the right choice. What if I... What if I decided to... do this. Grab this first. Get rid of that. And that. And then grab this and dump it. Now I can still do this. And then I can master key my way into here. Interesting. Kind of like that. Then I have all this. I can bust my way through there. Okay, but now I have like a lot of keys. I have too many pure keys. Where did I get so many pure keys from? Oh, I grabbed this. Well, maybe I don't need to grab that. I'll just clean off a few things here. Sign flip. Wait. Sign flip. That's actually a problem, though. Or is it? Oh. No. No, 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 no. That's not a problem. Can you stop, please? It's getting annoying. Okay, actually, this is kind of a problem. I mean, I spend the 1 here. That's cool. But I still have to deal with all these sign flips. Actually, do I? Wait, no I don't. I can just do this. Okay, there we go. I don't care if you're joking, dude. Like, the does he know stuff? I'm not having it right now, okay? Phew. Yeah, I feel like maybe the adjustment in the note taking is starting to make a difference for me. I am adapting. Did you know that the opposite of white is black? Oh, you did. Well, I guess black keys don't need an introduction then. I had a whole firm handshake and awkward eye-to-eye planted too. Oh well. Oh, so is this a new mechanic? Is this a new mechanic and it's just like, oh, we're not gonna explain it to you? Black door. Okay, it costs -1. Sorry, what's... So it's the opposite of a white key, and the white keys are the pure keys. I don't see what's special about the black key. Okay, I have -1 black keys. What does that mean? I genuinely don't understand this. Can I learn? I have -1 black keys and it works just like the other keys. Wait, what? What am I supposed to learn? Okay, I can sign flip all 3 of my keys. I don't know why I'd want to do that. I mean, unless I was opening both of these? I mean, I can open both of these, sure. And we're back to the negatives. I mean, I could spend these here, I guess. Oh, no, I can't! Oh! That's sneaky. Okay, I see. So I need to come out of this with a pure key? Oh, I see. So I need to grab the sign flip thing here. It gives me positive one. This gives me a negative one, and it gives me another one of these. So I just want to sign flip the blue. I see. And this gives me one red. Interesting. Oh, that... Well, I can't lose my white key, so if I do this, like, that's cool and all, but it's not gonna help me. And this zeros all my keys? Well, that seems bad. Okay, interesting. This is just like an ordering thing. Is there any circumstance in which I can actually take, like, this trade, though? I feel like this is just not possible because I lose my white key. I lose my pure key. So if I don't have a pure key, I can't take this. I need a pure key at the end, I think. Like, I don't see another way to open one of these doors, right? Like, if I grab a negative black, does that let me open it? No. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the pure key can only be opened that way. Is there anything special about the black key at all? If there's nothing special about the black key in relation to how it opens, or how pure doors open, then I feel like this and this I can safely just prune from the search space. Like, I could just mark these off like this. I mean, unless I discover something new, I think that's a safe assumption. I guess I don't want to do, like, this stuff right away, probably. Okay, this would give me a positive red. Is there anything that gives me positive blue? This one down here does. And also sign flips my black. I do need to do this at some point. This gives me positive green, but also sign flips everything else. So maybe I want to do this first. So those are zeroed. Then I get rid of this, so I have the positive green. You're gonna make my green negative. Kinda don't really like that. But I don't like this trade here. But I think ideally I want something positive. Oh, but now I can take one of these to sign flip. Interesting. So I could do something like that. I mean, I don't think that's helping me here, because that's still not going to give me what I want. Yeah, that just sets that to 1. That sets that to -1. And now I can't flip the blue. And I can't take these other two deals here. I'm just gonna ignore that you said that. Okay, so let me think about this a little bit harder, because okay, at some point I can flip the sign of all of my keys. So this is just an ordering thing. But yeah, I want negatives of all these keys. Actually, I just want all 4 of these to be negative. And to still have a pure key at the end of this. Which just means I can't open this or this. That's really all that means, as far as I can tell. I suppose so, but I mean, if you want to argue about this right now, I kind of don't really feel like it. I mean, this will set this to positive. Actually, that gives me all positive if I do this. That's interesting. If I did this, I get all negative. The thing is, there's a bunch of these that just want to set it to... I mean, this has no effect, technically, other than setting the red. This is probably the most damaging one here, though. The zeros. I kind of don't really like those. This will give me a positive blue. It doesn't give me a positive green. Was there one that ever gave me a positive green? This one did. Okay, so the green is here, the blue is here, and the red is here. And I can flip all 3 of these once I have them. This flips red and blue. So if I have negative red and negative blue coming into here, then I'll have positive all 3. Although, yeah, nothing here is giving me negative red or blue. I see negative green here twice. Yeah, this is a positive red, this is a positive blue. Coming through here gives me positive green. My head hurts. I feel like these markings are good. I think I've explored enough of the search space now that I can safely say that that's fine to do. So that gives me all positives. I don't know why I would want to do this yet. I know that I have 2 of these available to me. So that gives me 1 positive blue. This gives me 1 positive red. So what if I were to take this now? Then I get the positive green. Aha, now everything's positive. And then I can flip everything here and, wait. Oh, no, I forgot that I grabbed 2 of those and I flipped the blacks. Oh, okay. So I went wrong there. If I set those to 0... When did I get positive? Well, this actually sets it to positive. I guess 0 is not really that harmful. Wait, so then I guess... Ah, so that means I grab this first. Then I grab this. And then I think this was it. And then I flip. And then I come through here. And then I reflip. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, no, don't do that. Cool, okay, puzzle solved. That one was not too bad. Opposite Day. I didn't even realize that was the title. Is this... Okay, that's C. Is this B? This is B. Easy Way Out. Oh no, it's another corridor room, and you've got a hard-to-open golden door to boot. How'll you get out of this pickle? Anyways, have you ever noticed that the flowers in the front sometimes jut out their petals? They're cute and unpredictable like that. Okay, no, I don't think I ever noticed that. Okay, so golden door. I need 4 master keys. It's very approachable with notes. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good notes room. I didn't use notes, but I feel like it wasn't too hard to figure out just with a little bit of trial and error. But yeah, I can totally see how that one would be very workable with just notes. So there's brown keys here. Oh wait, I can... Okay, yeah, confirmed. I can brown the gold door if I wanted to. Do I want to do that? I don't think that's a good thing, because I don't see... Okay, we have negative brown keys. But yeah, that's negative. Oh, this is strange. Negative brown door. For me to, I guess, dump my brown keys. Presumably? I mean, I have 2. I'm gonna spend 2 here if I want to get through this door. Unless I master key that. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so yeah, I have the browns. If I get 2, or sorry, if I get negative 4, then I have negative 2, which would be perfect for this. And oh, but only if I master key this. Well, that does seem like a good deal, because then I could brown this door, and then I could break it. Oh, there's so many negatives here, too. Like, I can't see a reason for why I would want to have exactly 0 brown keys, other than I browned this. And I don't know if that's like a safe or good deduction to make, but it just kind of feels that way. There's no like sign flips here, right? No. I can't remember what negative brown keys even does to doors if I touch them. Let's start with this, I think. Okay, so there's a negative cyan here. What will actually get me anywhere here? I guess the negatives, huh? Yeah, I need negative keys in order to even go anywhere. Or, actually, no, I'm stuck pretty quickly. Negative brown keys undoes the curse if it is applied. Right. Okay, so that only uncurses. It doesn't... Right, it doesn't apply the curse. I think I want this and then this, because... I don't feel like I can go anywhere else without these. At least I can't go very far. In that case, yeah, I mean, I guess this could make sense. It could make sense to do this. If I spend my brown keys now on like another door, I won't have any more brown keys left for this, but that might be okay if I have a master key. Because then I could brown this. Okay, if I turn that brown. No, but then it uncurses. No, I can't spend... Right, I was thinking I could do this and then spend here. But no, if I grab this, this uncurses this door, so that's not true at all. Okay, so yeah, I really think that the brown keys probably only want to be spent in one place. And I probably want to just brown this one door. Probably. Because I don't really benefit from browning anything else, potentially. I think that's a reasonable deduction to make. So now I have to choose between this, this, and this. And I'm probably not going into here until... Oh wait, I can just do that now. Oh. Yeah, I guess that is true, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, I mean... Yeah, if I'm doing this, then I might as well just do that. How confusing. I guess those brown keys are just going to be used up there. Or wait, huh? I think I may have forgotten something here. I need to actually open this golden door. Wait. Yeah, master door costs 4. Huh? Oh, right, the uncurse. Oh, I misunderstood the assignment. Oh, okay. No, I understand the assignment now. I need to get rid of all my brown keys so I don't uncurse this, so I can master key this. This needs to be master keyed. Okay, that's master keyed. Gotcha, I understand now. And yeah, we're gonna be toting this -2 around with us pretty much everywhere we go at this point. Maybe I don't want that. I mean, I could master key this, so I guess that's not really necessarily a big deal. Actually, I think I do want to master key that. Because, yeah, I need to have exactly 0 at the end of this. Okay, so you're getting master keyed. There we go. Well, I can get this key here. Okay, I have my choice of 2 doors, or I can master key 1 other door. Actually, no, I can't, because I have to spend here and here. Okay, no, I don't get any other master keys. This is my budget. Because I need to have the -2 door destroy the rest of my brown keys. Yeah, so I actually just never had a choice here. I'm pretty sure. Am I totally certain about that? Yeah, because if I spend 2 here, then I have -4. -4 plus 2 is only going to give me -2, and then I'll uncurse this. So yeah, that's... okay. So don't worry about master keys. Both of these give me a cyan, but one of these will get me somewhere more useful more quickly, I think. Probably. I mean, I could grab this, I suppose. So I can grab this, and then open this. So I can grab this. So now I have the -2 purples, which will allow me to get 2 positive. Oh, okay. And now let me get into here. Grab that. Grab this. No choices there. Have to take the cyan. Okay, so we have the 2 purple. 2 purple... I can't use yeah, I can't use the cyan keys right away. Wait, no, what am I doing? That's negative. So I have to go up here. I have to grab this. Oh wait, and I can destroy this now. So that gives me even more keys. Do I want those keys though? That's a great question. I actually don't know if I do. Well, I can open both of these purple doors. I guess I should take the cyans. Oh wait, what? I thought I could open both purple doors. Don't I have 2 purple? Oh, sorry, no. That would be if I had 4. So actually, no, I don't think I want the cyans. I think I want this. That puts me at 0. See another purple. See a cyan. Yeah, I can't have to do that. This lets me get those 2 oranges, and then I think we're good. Okay. That one was not too hard. It kind of just played itself, I feel. There we go. Once you know how the master keys play into everything, it's pretty obvious. Okay, one more puzzle. Hard mode. Oh no. Hard mode! It looks like the Starlit Temple's puzzle is back with a vengeance. The haircomb layout continues to assert its influence. At least there's no blast doors this time. I do wonder just how often old puzzle layouts will reappear in a new context. I guess that's something that can only be answered with time. Okay, yeah, I recognize this one. There's no blast doors here. I don't know if that's actually a plus, though. Because the blast doors were kind of nice for just controlling how many keys I had. Oh, I have 0, so I can break those immediately. I don't see any harm in doing that. You're negative. Negative cyan. Negative cyan or negative red. Well, negative red isn't going to help me, right? It doesn't give me a fiery aura. And I can't open this either. I mean, those are my only real choices so far. Okay, now I have another choice. Because now I have this. So I could bust down like this. Oh man. Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot. I am taking a screenshot of this. I may want to save this state, or at least remember this. This feels like a kind of important one. Oops. Okay, I might need to make a new... Oh, there it is. Just a little bit slow. Yeah, kind of like this room state. I'm not totally sure. Okay, so if I go through the Christmas doors, what do I get? I get 2 blue keys. And are those blue keys useful to me? Not really, not immediately. I mean, like, there's blue door here. I get -2 green keys. So I can go back up here. They'll give me -2 blue keys, which will let me get here. Actually, it doesn't, because then I end up with 0. So it actually lets me through here. I need positive red at some point, because I can't touch this until I have positive red. The only positive red that I see is here. So you have to go through, like... Wait, how does this ever resolve? I need positive red, but I need positive red to get positive red. But yeah, I can't melt this without positive red, so where did I go wrong? Is there... Wait, hang on. Okay, let me just restart. I'm gonna take another screenshot. Made the initial state here. Okay, so yeah, initial room state has positive reds down there. That's interesting, because... Oh, wait, does that mean I had an opportunity to get that? I guess so, right? Because... Yeah, I had an opportunity to melt this earlier. Okay, that was my mistake. Oh, and then I spend my positive reds either here or here. I don't really want to 0 them, though, so I kind of don't want to touch this, so I kind of have to touch this. Okay, that makes more sense. Kind of have to do that. I can use the -2 red to go up here instead. Is there ever a case where it's okay to just like cancel out keys, though? How many blue doors are there? There's this blue door, there's this blue door. This is a blank red. That's a blank blue. These are blank blues. How many blue keys are there? There's 1 here, there's 1 here, there's 1 here. We do need 2 keys left over to get rid of this and this. Why are there green keys here? I guess we're gonna have to use these at some point. Maybe to take this out? Yeah, this is probably the last door. Yeah, you grab these and then you break this down. Probably, I would guess. And then that lets you get the cyan here, so you can break it up across those 2. Yeah, there are cyans in here too. 1, 2, 3. Four. Okay, 4 cyans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's like exactly enough cyans. There doesn't seem to be any like negative cyans. Oh, there's a blank cyan door. That's interesting. Blank cyan door. Okay, no, blank I can open after I've cracked open one of these, right? I will go back to 0 at some point. Wait, oh, okay, we'll just feel this out a little bit more. Oops. So I can get +2 here. It's not going to be spendable for a while, though. So I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, hey. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see ya. Got a whole lot of people here today, actually. Actually, that gives me a lot of keys. I think that was probably ill-advised. You probably don't want to do that. Yeah, probably don't really want that. Yeah, this is interesting. I can take this and then get rid of this here, and then I can get rid of this. That seems kind of nice. I kind of like that. Well, my choices are pretty limited. I can take this and open this. If I take this, I'm kind of stuck. I need negative green for that. Do I have any more negative greens? There's one deep in here. Oh, but there's also, right, these other effects. If I want to be able to clean this off, I need to have accumulated 4. I need 4 blues. Okay, now I feel kind of silly. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Like, yeah, the positive red here could be used to melt this, but there's a negative red in front. Oh, that kind of implies things, I think. No, wait, there's a positive red here. Okay, never mind. We're not completely sunk just yet. So I could open this. If I had 0, well, I'd get 4 with this. That's the requisite 4. I need to, like, scrub this clean. I have cyan, so I could get in here. But yeah, I don't know if I have any shot of... Wow, this has to be scrubbed after I get through this? Oh, I definitely want to get rid of this then, like, as soon as possible. Because I need to get rid of this door and this door. Yeah, these early blanks are really bad. Because they prevent me from being able to, like, get rid of the special effects. This late blank is probably not that big of a deal. Okay, let me look at the initial room state. I mean, I do take out quite a few blanks. But yeah, I could probably do more. I think there are more blue keys than is necessary. No, actually well, actually no, there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. Actually, no, 5 positive blues. 5 positives. Is that 2 negative? And there's 1, 2, 3 blue doors. Or 3 positive blue doors. Plus the 1 for the ending that I have to open. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive. Wait, that seems kind of good. Because that means I do have a little bit of wiggle room. So 2 of those keys can be safely thrown out, is what that tells me. I think I might want to do that, to get rid of the 2 blue blank doors. Okay, let me maybe reset. Yeah, I kind of want to do this. Really want to get this out of the way so I can melt the ice first. That seems pretty important. I don't want to cancel any reds, I believe, because I think we don't really have the budget for that. There's a lot of these negative reds I'm starting to notice. There's a negative red here as well. This negative red can be used here or here. Actually, I think I want to get rid of this because I want to get rid of this door first. This positive red can probably be used here. We need to get this positive red to melt this ice. There's not enough negative red doors. This negative is in a really bad spot. Because this is blocking something that I need reds for. So I want to get rid of you. How do I get rid of you? Oh, I guess I could cancel out some reds. Okay, well that's... That would mean holding on to more positive reds then. More than I think I can necessarily afford to. Well, I have to do this. I don't think it hurts to open the door, at the very least. Like, that doesn't seem like a bad thing. I think I want to do this because I need to get rid of this. Gotta get rid of this so I can get the negative keys to open this. Okay, now we need these to cancel out. Then I can open up both of these. And also open this. Okay, that seems really good value. This would let me open the row here. I can lose my positive reds here. I don't know if I want to, though. I do need negative to get rid of this. If I grab... okay. So I have to grab this to melt this. So this has happened before... Yeah, this needs to happen before I grab this. Which needs to happen to unfreeze this. Okay, let me write that down. So that's my initial room state copy. Let me just jot down some notes on the other copy. So what was the order? It was that negative first. I'm gonna mark it in red. Yeah, red. I want the negative red first. Don't know where it goes, but the order is this, then the positive red slightly below it, and then I need to melt the ice above it. I don't like those arrows, they're ugly. Just do this. All right, so we've got some dependency chain there. This positive red needs to also melt these other two ices. How is that going to happen? Especially with that red 0 in front. Well, this is terrible. Because, yeah, I need to melt those two ice blocks in the back. But I feel like I'm going to end up with, like, negative red keys. There's not enough positive red. It's weird. Yeah, that negative's in the way of this, too. So I guess I need to grab both of those negatives first, but, like, I'm gonna have super, like, negative keys, though. I'll have, like, -4 red keys. There's not enough negative red doors, I feel. Okay, so this needs to happen before... Okay, let me show my notes. I think that'll be more helpful rather than me just, like, yapping. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is, like, this negative red key and this negative red key are really big problems because they're in front of these this ice block and this ice block. And this ice block actually has a negative red door. Which it would be nice to spend these on this, but I won't be able to because you're negative. So I need to spend this first before I get this to unfreeze this. And then I somehow have to go negative again. I guess this would be what I pick up to spend here. But then I still need positives. I think my biggest problem is the red keys. Like, there seems to be a big problem with them. Yeah, I don't think I like this screenshot. Let me just get rid of this, I think. I feel like I just want, like, this room state again to analyze. It just feels like a better room state. Just the initial room state. Where I can actually see, like, all the keys. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm learning hard. This is how I adjusted. I had to go into Paint, because it just made more sense to me. Also, it gives me the initial room state if I want to look at it. Because I don't have I on the keyboard. Wow, this is tough. Yeah, I need this to melt this. Like, I feel like this is necessary because all the other red keys are way too deep. Like, there's only this positive and this positive and this positive. There's only ever going to be 3 opportunities to actually, like, melt stuff. Ever. But I also need to spend positive keys to get through here and here, which is kind of a problem. So you're going to have to do double duty. You're going to melt this. You're probably going to open either this or this. But I can't use you to open this because of you. You're in the way. So yeah, to me it makes sense that this happens before... Oh yeah, is there like an arrow? There's like an arrow, right? Actually, no, these arrows are ugly. These arrows are terrible. I'm just gonna freehand it. So I'm like, I can go through here. This is way too thick. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of, I take this here. Is there no undo through reset? I don't think there is. Let me try that. There is no undo through reset. No, not in this game. Resetting, making in-game notes that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a certain color, then dragging them around to order my actions. Yeah, that probably makes sense. I feel like I want to do this, and then go from here to here. Like that's the path of this particular key. Actually, you know what? That's terrible. Let's go through this. You're saying it's not as bad as it looks even in the bigger puzzles. Really? I feel like I would forget things. I don't know. I like being able to see initial room state sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna take you to here and then open this. I feel like that makes sense for this key. We will have access to this. I think this is just gonna be used to open this. I'll use a dark red for you. So you're just gonna be used to open this. In fact, we'll just do this. Yeah, you're gonna open that. So if this is open, this is open. These should already be open at the beginning of the puzzle. This will be used probably just right here. I don't see why not. That makes sense to me. It's the only negative cyan door I have to worry about, right? Other than this one. There's a negative cyan right in front of it. I guess the problem is that there's a positive cyan in front of that, but like, whatever. I'm gonna take this and use it somewhere else, probably. Okay, how's my red key allocation looking, though? So we have a positive here. This door is gone. This positive needs to be used to open probably this door, because yeah, the last positive is behind this door. So your ultimate goal is to open this. Is there anything useful you can do before that, though? Because this negative is probably going here, isn't it? This negative can't go here. There's no other red negatives available to me at this point. Yeah, this one's also behind that. So you have to go here. Okay. So red negative, this guy, goes to here. I think that makes sense. That feels like what is intended here. I do need to actually melt this ice somehow. So unfortunately, I think this... Yeah, I feel like this key has to go here. That's lost. It is. Already, at this point? You have a frozen negative door behind a negative? Oh yeah, I don't have any other negatives. And this one, I have to pick up earlier. Wait, how does this work then? Does this have to open this then somehow? But then how would I ever get in here? Am I not using all of these paths? I do have to, right? Because of this requirement down here. No, I have to open all of these. Like, this, and this all do have to be opened. I don't think I'm misreading that. So how come... What do I do about this? What do I do about this problem? How do I open you? You can't be used to open both this and this. I mean, I guess I could use you to open this, technically? So I could forego opening this. Oh, how does this work? I could use this to open this? When am I ever gonna get a positive red to this point, though? I need to get in here to grab this so I can avoid this frozen door. Like, I feel like this is my mistake here. Like, doing this is probably, like, something I shouldn't do. But I also just don't really see what else I can do. Because my options are pretty limited at the beginning. Like, I want to unfreeze this as soon as possible, I think. Right? Like, does this key not go straight to this door? Because I only get 1, 2, 3 positive reds, and I had to open 1, 2, 3 positive doors. There's a negative here, there's a negative here. I have 1, 2, okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3 negatives. 1, 2, 3 negative. I suppose that's true. But I don't have lines. I like having lines. For me, it's easier to visualize if I have actual lines. Like, this probably still goes there. But I do need this. Is this, is this bad? Is this, like, the wrong thing to do? In the beta, there was no in-game note system, so I guess you had to do stuff like this. Hmm. I mean, like, this still has initial room state, too, which I like. Like, I would be happier to use the in-game note system if it had initial room state as well. But also lines. I like my lines. I like being able to draw connections between things. I know you can do it with, like, numbers, but, like, for me, visually, it's a little bit harder to read. I mean, I guess the spaghetti is not exactly that clear, but for me, it's clearer. I don't know. It's just like how I parse it, I guess. Look, I'm a programmer. I'm used to spaghetti code. I can navigate spaghetti with ease. Okay, maybe not ease, but you know. I like my arrows. Which honestly is kind of true of software developers. Most software developers love their, like, architecture diagrams with, like, boxes and, like, arrows between them. Like, have you ever seen a UML diagram before? Like, that's what I'm talking about. You work in the industry long enough, you get used to the arrows. Maybe they should have, like, disabused me of, like, UML earlier in life or something, but hey. It was looking like a GM Hikaru clip. I have no idea what that even means. Wait, isn't he like he's a chess player, isn't he? Wait, so how am I allocating my negatives? So if this negative doesn't go here, does that have to go here? I'm still confused, like, why that's a problem. Oh, because I get this positive before this negative. I think that's what it is. Yeah, okay, I see what the problem is now, I think. Okay, so no, I think this is still fine. So you should go all the way to here? Like, I guess that makes sense. Okay, hang on. I'll check out this clip real quick. Okay, we're watching a clip together. To the web browser.
I can also trade and take, and if takes, I take. If takes, queen e2, queen h4, g3, knight g3, check, c6, queen b7, knight h1, king there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna castle. I don't want to think too much.
Okay. All right. I mean, If the arrows work for him. Wait, hang on. Where's my stuff? Paint. Paint. Open. Oh, you get to see all my tabs. Oh no. You see all my programming tabs. Okay, so this goes here. This goes here. I think. Like, this makes more sense, because now I have access to the positive. The positive can be used to melt this. And then I can spend it here. Yeah, that makes more sense. I melt this, spend here. I guess I have to bust this down at that point, because I'm about to get another... Well, I have access to the negative and a positive. I need to grab the negative first. You will... Oh, you're a positive. Let's make you this color. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna come down to here. And then from there, we're going all the way back over to here, I think. To me, that makes sense. The relative order is pretty obvious from what I can see. This has to be grabbed before this, because this needs to melt this. Which means that you're coming to this door down here. And I think that is your sole purpose in life. You just grab this. And then you are used to open this, which means I have to open this before this, but... actually, you need to be used here first. Yeah, you have to be used there. That makes sense. And then you get dumped off here, eventually. But I have to open this somewhere in between. Okay, so I think that solves the red key routing, at least. Let me just try with just that. Like, I feel like I figured out enough to do something. Now I can just play around with the game a little bit. You just have a ton of math open. 8 incognito windows of complex analysis and field algebra on Math Overflow. Oh, geez. Are you familiar with category theory at all, or is that like not an area of math that you touch? I'm kind of curious, because there's a lot of overlap between category theory and computer science, especially once you get into like type systems and type theory. And it's actually pretty neat. I feel like a lot of software developers kind of undervalue it, but there's genuinely actual like practical use cases for a lot of that stuff, if you know what you're doing. You've been in a brutal category theory class for the last 8 months? Oh man. Yeah. The thing that most programmers can't wrap their head around is monads, and they always get like really stuck on monads as a concept because like, I don't know, they for some reason people really get obsessed about monads. And I don't really know why. It's not like the be-all end-all of like functional programming or anything like that. I'd say like the connection between like types and proofs and code is actually a little bit more useful to understand, more interesting, because then it helps you kind of like secure your code. It helps you like write correct by construction code, which is something that a lot of people just don't know how to do. I always cringe every time I see someone creating like multiple flags, like is Windows, is Linux. It's just like, bro, you could have just used an enum, you know? I mean, you don't need to know category theory to understand that, but like, there's a lot of things where I feel that connection between like types and, or like thinking of like types as sets really helps with understanding the state space of your like inputs and outputs. That and stuff like Boolean blindness. There's a really good article on that. I probably should cover that on my channel at some point. Will someone please consider the monads? Okay. I know I want to get to this -2 next, because I want it to open this. So I need to get the cyan, which means I need to get into here. Okay. So yeah, I guess I shouldn't feel bad about doing that. Oh, but now you're gonna stick these 2 keys on me. Okay, that's fine. I guess I have access to this. Actually, that's not fine. We're starting functors in a month or 2. Ah, okay. Categorical linear algebra. Final paper previous semester was on the category of Boolean algebras. Oh, interesting. Don't know anything about Haskell. Haskell's type system basically forms its own category where you can treat types as sets. So like Haskell has like a unit type, which is sort of, but not exactly equivalent to the void type in like C and C++. It's basically just, it's the terminal object of the category of Hask. It's basically a singleton type. It's actually really interesting. I'm probably not going to explain this very well. There are some really good people who know how to explain this kind of stuff. Like, I think Bartosz Miliuski did a really good course on like category theory and how it relates to like programming in Haskell. And I think that like, yeah, that stuff is actually so totally cool. Oh yeah, have you ever heard of what's it called, like Trinitarianism? Yeah, that's like that's like this exploration of the connection between math, like category theory, proof theory, and programming, and it's like the foundation for like why proof assistants work the way that they do, and that's why homotopy type theory is such a big deal for people who are trying to write proof assistants. What did I want to do with this? Did I want to melt this? No, I can't. I literally can't do that. I think I have to take this to melt that. Yeah, that's like one of the last things I do. The only word you knew was terminal object. This is not enough keys. Also, where did I get these green keys? I don't think I wanted these. I feel like they were foisted upon me and I didn't have a choice. Now I have all these green keys. What do I do about them? Very cool and logic-filled. But yeah, like the terminal object of a category, or in the case of like Hask, is like a singleton type. You also have like the empty type void, which is like the initial object, which in like the proof theory interpretation is equivalent to like true and false respectively. So like your terminal object is true, and the empty type void, which is your initial object, is false. And it kind of makes sense because if you have a function from a void to any other type, you can always, you can basically prove anything because you can't instantiate an object of type void. It has zero, it's a set of 0 values. So It's just really weird how that all works. It's fascinating. Not a professional programmer by any means, but if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's creating data formats which cram as much information into every byte as possible. The disdain of both source code readers, modders, and my future self. See, that's kind of looking at things from the other side, right? If you're doing that kind of thing, then that's looking at things from the like low level perspective. I'm talking about like if you want to look at things from like the highest levels of abstraction. But it's really good to understand both sides of it, I feel. And I feel like not enough people really appreciate like the higher end of the ladder of abstraction. Like people are very obsessed with the low end. They're obsessed with like getting the most performance out of stuff as possible and like cramming stuff. Yeah, like what you were saying. And it kind of makes sense. In math, we call that reductio ad absurdum. Yeah, exactly. If you assume a false statement, you can prove any statement. Precisely. And so in Haskell, that corresponds to the void type. And the void type has no members, which means that you can't ever instantiate data of the void type. Like the only way to do that is if you use like infinite recursion, right? And recursion kind of corresponds to like an inductive proof, because without a base case, your program never terminates. It's kind of interesting how everything just is all linked together. Like everything is the same at the end of the day. But if you look at languages like the industry ones, like Java, C, C++, they don't adhere to that kind of type system. Like their type systems are generally unsound, and they usually have like a lot of problems too, which is why languages with more elegant type systems like Haskell and even Rust tend to handle a lot of things better when it comes to like their type system being sound and using that to prevent things like memory bugs. Like that's kind of one of the big selling points of Rust, is that you can prevent memory bugs at compile time because your type system is that damn powerful. I love that stuff. Okay, that's how that's what I was missing. I was just like picking up keys for like no reason. I don't know why. Oh wait, now I know why, because I have to unfreeze this. Okay. Oh. So I have like an ordering problem here, or maybe I can spend this here first. Yeah. And then I can pick this up. Okay, there we go. That fixes my problem. Yeah, in some cases it is an optimization desire, yeah. I feel like, see, that's the reason why I like Rust. I feel like they found a nice balance between like allowing the code to run as fast as possible while also keeping like relatively high level abstractions. Or I guess they call them zero cost or zero overhead abstractions, I guess is a more accurate term, because there is still a cost. You're paying for it at run or at compile time. Your compile times will be longer. It's a term that's been taken from like the C++ community, and they kind of just like ran with it because it's, I don't know, it's marketable. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of really interesting stuff to talk about when it comes to like category theory and how it applies to programming and how it ties into proof theory, memory safety, proof assistance, like. I don't know, I just find that stuff really fascinating, and I'm kind of sad that more people don't really appreciate that. Like, especially in my industry. And the problem gets even worse now, because now we've got like everyone just being like, I don't really care about like how correct my code is. The AI will just generate it for me. Let me just vibe code this. So this is like, I don't know, I feel like it takes so much of the skill expression out of it all. Why do I not have enough green keys? Oh, because I'm stupid. Yeah, I could literally just do that. I need enough blue keys, which means I need to go down here. Okay, sure. Then I can clean this, yes. Then I got these. I still have the scrubbing power of this, sure. I have 0, that's good, I did want that. Do I want this -2? I don't think I do. I want to be able to open this door. In an alternate universe where I'm more enamored with computers, I'm like nodding along to everything you're saying. Oh. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. I feel like I don't know. I confuse people a lot. I say too much stuff that's like it goes over people's heads, and I don't know. I'm just weird like that, I guess. I kind of wish that more people like would dive deep into these things with me. I mean, I guess that's what my meetup group is for, because I do run a meetup, and there are people there who do get into this stuff, and we usually have some pretty fun conversations. So I do have an outlet for this, but you know, if I hear that someone is like into math and stuff, and they're doing like category theory, like I can't help but go off, you know. And that is a me problem. That is purely a me problem. What am I doing? I have somehow made a mess. Somehow I have made a mess. Where did I go wrong? I'm so close. Why do I have too many keys? Yeah, why do I have way too many keys? Is there a way I could have gotten rid of some of these blue keys? Oh, wait, huh? Oh. Right, there's two green keys at the end. That was not in the least bit as confusing as anything math profs say to me on a daily basis. You are preaching to the choir. All means go off. Okay. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I guess this is why people accuse me of being autistic, even though I don't have a formal diagnosis for it. I don't know. It is a weird quirk that I have. But I do want to make more videos talking about some of this kind of stuff on the main channel. But I used to do a little bit of that like a long time ago, and then I stopped because I had to make a bunch of videos about FFI, because at work they wanted me to do that, because they're like, nobody knows how to write memory safe, unsafe Rust. You gotta teach us how to do that. So I was like, okay, fine. And I had to make a whole bunch of like video tutorials for them. Which, to their credit, it is actually pretty difficult to do, because the documentation is horrendous, or it's like kind of incomplete. There's a lot of work that needs to be done there. There's a working group working on that, thankfully. But yeah, in the meantime, like my FFI videos have some of the most views I've ever seen on any content or presentation I have ever done in my entire life. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's an actual problem. My high-level programming is mostly informed by deciding what systems I'll need for game dev. And unfortunately, I scope my projects as if I'm simulating life itself. Hey, I mean, I respect what you do. I mean, you made this crazy game. It's cool. I don't disrespect devs, generally, based on like tech stacks or whatever. Like, use what you want to use. If it makes sense for you, like, go ahead and do it. Everyone has their own preferences. There's no like right or wrong answers. Even if you get into like the niches of like, oh, I need like real-time embedded, like you still have your choice of like C, C++, Rust, Zig, I guess Jai technically, Odin technically, like if you really want to get into like the weeds, but you have so many choices at like every level. And like I think most people will just like reach for Python most of the time if they can, because it's just easy. Like I ain't gonna knock it. Like Python is pretty easy to pick up and use. But like sometimes, you know, when I'm writing a bigger project and Python just ain't doing it for me, like having a nice type system can really make a big difference. But like yeah, you do whatever you want. Okay, I'm not spending enough blue keys somehow, or am I picking up the blue keys too early? I think I'm picking up the blue keys too early, maybe, but then I need to scrub this thing. No, it's the green keys that are the problem, I think. No, wait, yeah, wait, no, yes, no, no. I think I've somehow managed to get myself stuck in like a weird spot. If we criticize my UX anytime, I'd fix certain jank and add features retroactively if I had infinite time and sanity. That's totally fair. UX is just kind of a pain in general. I feel like it takes so much extra time to do and get right and everything. It's just one of those things. I used to use GameMaker way back in the day. Oh, I wish I could dig up some of my old GameMaker projects. They're like stuck on some USB stick buried somewhere after I moved. I have literally no idea where they are at this point. Okay, let's think this through. Have I failed already? That's a good question. I feel like I'm starting to lose ground here, so I feel like, okay, well, I definitely can do at least that. That'll make things a little bit easier. I think I have too many green keys or something. Because the problem is I need blue keys. I need these blue keys to clean this off. That has to happen. I need the red to melt this, but yeah, I mean the reds I've already solved, more or less. Old GameMaker is a pretty different beast from modern GameMaker. The modern one is kind of an actual OOP language now. Interesting. I'm not really a big fan of OOP, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of agree with Jonathan Blow about like data-oriented design being better for game dev in general, but like, I mean, what works works. It's kind of funny how the industry like standardized so heavily on OOP, and then we have like the newer languages like Go and Rust that just are like, nah. Actually, Zig also doesn't do OOP either. I just realized, yeah, all the new languages are just like, nah, we don't like OOP. It's kind of passe. Not everything should be an object. And they're right. Okay, I can... Yeah, the zero blue door is interesting, because I have to clean this off. I have to clean this off. And then I need to get rid of all my blue keys. The only way I can do that is by getting rid of this and this at this point. Which means I have to have zero... I have to have zero green keys. Unless there's another blue door. Was there another blue door? Let me look. Actually, also kind of agree. Try C++ for a small project and decided polymorphism was the creation of the devil to prevent me from writing actual normal code. Yeah, exactly. No, you spend so much time just like fussing around with your class hierarchy. It's such a mess. Like, I know there are ways to mitigate it. Like, if you're writing quote-unquote modern C++, they're probably going to encourage you to use, like, whatever equivalent of, like, interfaces there is. But, like, I don't know, just pick up a regular programming language that has at least structs and just use composition like everybody else does. Like, how do you think the C programmers did it back in the day? Why are we trying to reinvent the wheel? Like, it's crazy. Anyway, I'm glad that the newer languages have all realized this, and they're like, no, this is just like insane, like cargo culting at this point. It's just that all the legacy languages that are like used in enterprise are all OOP, so we're kind of stuck with it. We're stuck with the paradigm for now, until they completely automate all the code, all the coding to be done by AI, and then we're just going to be having the AI just like generate C. Everything comes back to C. And it's kind of funny, it's like, why not just go straight to assembly? Well, because, you know, assembly has like a million different dialects depending on what platform you're on, and what architecture, right? So like the only really sort of like portable solution that's like as low level as you can get is like C. I guess Rust would also be pretty doable too. But cross compilation is kind of a pain. But I feel like the low level languages are definitely kind of on the winning side here. If any of the programming language popularity charts are to indicate anything. Like, I'm just saying, there's a reason why that video on my main channel that I uploaded not that very long ago exists. I have to imagine that that trend is actually like real data and not just like a mistake. It's been happening for like 7 months. Like, why are all the garbage collected languages going down in popularity and sharply down? I have to imagine it has to do with the AI stuff. But anyway, I don't want to get too into the AI stuff right now. Am I still on Paint? No, I'm not on Paint. Sorry, I'm just like looking at the wrong screen entirely. Sorry, let me switch. So at some point I spent my keys incorrectly and now I have to be sad. The problem is like this is here, it's behind this. And I don't really know how I'm going to get to, well, no, because there's 2 keys down here. Right, these 2 keys are reserved for this. All right, you go here. So don't worry about this door. That's not really a problem. The goal should be to get rid of my green keys before this point. And I have 6 of them because I need 6 to get rid of this. I need to get rid of all my green keys so I can open this. So I can open this, so I can open this. And that means I need to open this probably. And this and this. Yeah, this, and this are my ways to dump the green keys. I don't see any others. My primary programming fascination is writing a language within a language. Working with program counters and call stacks and designing languages similar to BASIC just makes me happy. You know what? You do you. I actually am interested in older languages like COBOL. I do think it's really fascinating to like look at old languages and like see what design decisions went into them and like why we moved away from those decisions and stuff. Like a lot of people are just like, ew, old language, don't want to touch that stinky old technology. But I'm just like, but this is like a really interesting thing to look at. It's like it's a piece of like programming history. Like, why don't you want to look at that? There are lessons to be learned here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I think we've already established that at this point, though. The one in the goal, yeah. I want this to go here. I have 6 keys by the time I open this. Because I need at least 5, right? So I have to have gotten rid of keys here, here, and here. And I don't know if I even can do that at the point I'm currently at. Actually, no, I can. I have the 6 keys, and that door... Okay, all 3 of those doors exist. No, I think I'm still in a decent spot. I just need to, like, order things differently. Sorry, I should probably switch scenes. I need to remember to actually like stay on top of that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can still do this. Yeah, sorry. It's a little bit slow on the uptake. Yeah, I need to get into there. That's where I really want to go. And yeah, I do need to do this. It just makes sense to do that. I can open that. Don't want to grab the -2 just yet. I think I need to grab this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I need to grab that to dump that there. Right, and I can safely spend my blues here to get this. Melt the ice. Okay, yeah, I was a lot closer than I thought. I'm just rambling too much because, well, because I'm rambling too much. That is on me. Okay, yeah, I don't need to do this right now. I can delay this. Spend that there, spend this here, spend this down here. There we go. Cool. Alright, there we go. I think that's this entire world done. I mean, there's something really suspicious going on here. I think some of the worlds have like weird suspicious pockets in them, and I'm kind of scared of that, but you know what? That seems pretty cool. Any chance we get World 7? I know ending 1 is open, but you can attack either. Well, people keep asking me to play World 7, and they want me to defer ending 1. So, you know what? Sure. We're going to World 7. Okay, so, sorry, what am I doing? Welcome to Mooncloud Lake. Feel free to take in the scenery. I'm sure you are wondering what could possibly top the weirdness of negative keys. So behold, what are these anyhow? I personally like to call them bicolored doors. Have fun figuring out how they work. Okay, what did I just get? I got white keys. Oh wait, these are the actual white keys. I've been calling the pure keys white keys for some reason. They're not the same thing. What? So, wait, I can't spend them here, though. Okay, no, that's... Right, the keyholes are white. But this inflicts... Huh? Wait, I keep my white keys. Why? I don't spend them? But it inflicts -6 orange on me. Okay. Sure. Well, now, I think I want this. Oh, I think we got more Toho music. This is Toho music, right? I can finally ask because now that Mr. Watson is here, I can actually ask. This is Toho music. I swear it is. It sounds like Toho music, but I don't know what song it is. It probably popped up on screen for like half a second and I didn't pay attention. Wait, it costs 6 spent as orange? It's fan Toho music? Oh man, that's crazy. There's something I want to say so badly right now, but I can't, because it would spoil something that's coming up. I don't want to ruin it. Wait, so oh wait, this is, huh? Oh, because I have negative. Oh, so I need to, oh, okay. Right, that makes sense. So this will spend... What? So I have 4 white keys and 6 orange. I keep the 6, I lose 6 white. Spend the oranges as whites instead. Oh, World 6 was an actual composition. Okay. For an album, specifically, and not a Toho game. So also Toho adjacent. Crazy. This is a regular door. I could blast here. I'm not sure if I want to. Actually, I don't think I have a choice. Should I have spent my other keys earlier? Oh, this is negative keys. I need -4. Oh, so I need to blast the orange. So I need to have 0 orange by this point. Whoa. Wait, how does that work? I could open this. I mean, I need white keys to open things. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. This is a regular door. Comfort phrases to tell yourself during World 7 of Lockpick. It's kind of true, though. It is a regular door. Okay, so oh, okay, I use the -4 here to bust this down. And then I can grab those, 12. And then dump them off here. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. That is way too weird. Wait, did that add 4 white keys? It did add 4 white keys. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, the game has officially gotten insane. How about these? As you may have observed, opening a bicolor door depends on satisfying the requirement of the inner color, and it affects the key count of the outer color. You can call them the lock color and spend color for short. Let's put that knowledge into practice then. Oh boy. It subtracted -4. Negatives cancel. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Wait. What? Oh wait, because it's 0. So it doesn't add or subtract anything. But now I can't open this. So I have a choice. Okay. Fascinating. So I want to do that, I think. So I can get through here? Except no, I don't. But I needed the orange for the Super Mario choice. Okay, this is. Oh no. Oh no. Do I want to do this instead then? Because then I can spend this down there, right? Like, if I come to this place, I can be like, Now I have 0 purple, because I spent the 2 purple. Yeah, that works somehow. Uh, yay! I did it. Okay, there we go. I think I get it. Uh, One last thing. All locks have both a condition to open and a formula for how many keys to add or subtract. Oh, we got a music change. Interesting. Okay. Both are based on the lock color, and the amount to spend is simply applied to the spend color instead. With that in mind, try to predict what these blast doors will do before you touch them. My brain is already starting to hurt from this. Ah, wait. So the inner color is a lock color. The lock color is orange. So if I touch this, I'm not going to lose orange. I'm going to lose all my cyan, right? Except no. Huh? What? Oh, because I have 5 orange. So it removes all 5 orange, but applied to the cyan. Oh, that's weird. So does this mean I lose only 2 orange from this? Yes. Okay. And now things are getting crazy. What is this? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, powers of 2. I love it. No, I don't. This is pain. Doors are functions now. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm still wrapping my head around this. Like I kind of get it. So you need to have like the requisite arguments for the door slash function, and then it'll give you some kind of output. So yeah, this removes 5 from that counter. Yeah, okay. They're like functions, but with state. So they're not technically pure functions, but they could be modeled as pure functions if you use the state monad, but yeah, no. Or you don't have to use the state monad, you can just return the new value. You can always return the new state in its entirety. That's how functional programmers do it. They're operators more than functions at this stage. I mean, operators and functions are not really that different from each other. Okay, I have choices. I'm not going to explain the state monad now. I'm not going to like launch into a completely separate side lecture in the middle of me trying to play this game, and also risk spreading misinformation as I explain it wrong. As tempting as it is. Also, if I start explaining everything using Paint, doesn't that just turn me into like pirate software? That's a scary thought. What are these? Oh, these are keys of a different color entirely. Wait, what color is this? Oh, I can't see that? Red key. Oh, these are red. Oh, negative reds. They don't look red to me for some reason. But I guess yeah, when I actually kind of like look at it, I guess they're not like burgundy keys. I think the background is kind of messing with my head. So this is just like a subtraction function, sort of. Cost all red, but applied to my cyan. But does that matter? Yes, because I need to have at least one cyan. What? No, this is black. Wait, but black keys, I don't have any? So, wait, without 90, negative 97. Okay, I think I kind of understand. But also not really. Do I want all of this? Probably not. Yeah, okay. I see. So what happens when I do this? So it should be minus 63 applied to cyan. So I get like super. Oh. But I'm spending negative, so it's subtracting negative 63 from cyan, and then I have a bunch of cyan. Oh my god. The spend color is the first line in the tooltip. Lock color is listed under. Right, okay. What in the heck? Is this a black 0 door? Of course it is. Okay, so like real quick, what is the math here? It's 2 plus number of doors times this count. So like if I were to take the upper path instead, yeah, it'd be like plus 63 and then this plus another 63. Oh god. And then I spend 97. So I have to have exactly 97 when I come through here. Okay. Understood. Okay, well, I'm going to take this. I think. Wait, no. I wanted to zero my count, but I guess I can't do that. Well, I need to take this, because I need an odd number at the end of this, right? Okay, so here's where the math starts to kick in, huh? So like an even number... Right, well that's an even number of doors, so I end up with an even number. So I need to pick this one or this one, because that has an odd number of doors. Because, yeah, that'll make me odd. This will make me even. This will make me odd. That's the theorem. Okay. But now I have to actually do math? You want me to actually do math? Like math? If I just take this, is that good enough? I don't want to do math. No, it's not. I don't think it is anyway. No, it's... I'm short by like... Huh. Oh... boy. Do I want to do something like this? No, that's bad. We're vibe mathing now? Yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't do that. Arithmetic on 2-digit. Shut up. I was never good at number crunching, okay? Harder than Lonely Pit for real. Okay. I'm not good at like the very concrete math stuff, okay? Actually, I just don't think I'm very good at math at all, but number crunching is not my specialty. I think I might need to bust out a calculator. Oh, but wait, but I start with 2. I hate that I start with 2. Why do I have to start with 2? So it's like 2 minus n times... Oh. Don't I have to actually like use like variables to and then solve for the variables, or isn't this more like algebra? That's too small. That's not large enough. That's kind of close. There we go. Did I do the math? No. I did just vibe it out. I don't care. What? The skyfish? Wait. Is this where Slumari got their skyfish from? I have to know. No, this does not look like the skyfish from Slumari at all. Never mind. I'm sorry, I vibe mathed. I have committed a sin. I have committed a cardinal sin of mathematics. All glory to the big fish in the sky. Whoa, you're on it. You were one step ahead of me, it seems. It seems you want to solve this, solve its riddle. Solve its riddles 3? One involving your favorite door type. Bicolored blast doors! Exclamation marks. But it kind of does, though? Does it? I guess it's kind of hard to draw the skyfish in, like... Actually, I don't know. They're both tile-based games. The skyfish in Leaf's Odyssey doesn't have a face. I don't know. And that one's used for, like, transportation. Also, there's a dirt fish. Although I think that one's just a joke. I don't know. If they resembled each other more, I could imagine, like, maybe Leaf's Odyssey worlds canonically take place in the same universe as this game. Which means that, theoretically, Leaf could meet Lily. Slumari was developed by someone who I actually did personally know from I Wanna Be the Guy fan games. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is an I Wanna Be the Guy engine, isn't it? That actually makes a lot of sense, because yeah, they did say that they made I Wanna Be the Guy fan games. I do remember that. 1-0 chance that Slumari did pick up the skyfish from this game, but could also be a coincidence. That is very fascinating. Anyway, we have to do more math. So you have a white door that costs 24 and another one that costs 24, which means I need 48. But I can open these one at a time. I do note that. That might matter for reasons, I guess. Okay, I have a lot of like negatives here. Okay, but this is just, well, I start at 0, right? So if I'm reading this correctly, 3 times 8 is like 24, right? So I can just like walk into this and it's just like you're done. Okay, yeah. but that's not good enough because I need 48. So I need 2 times that, which means I need negative 16, I believe. Oh, but that's like a 16 I can't have. Lily should stay at least 500 miles away from Leaf at all times. Leaf is prone to causing organic matter to explode. That's true. Leaf is pretty dangerous as far as ferrets go. Do you guys think that Alex would be okay with us making fan games? Because, like, this is... Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a fan game of, like, I want a key pick, right? So, like, I don't know. I feel like Leaf's Odyssey fan game, like, not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, I guess we would have to ask him directly ourselves, but, like, I think that could be interesting, at least. I don't know. I see. So yeah, the order does matter. I don't think I want that one, but what if I grab this? Doesn't this make things worse for me? It kind of does, doesn't it? I kind of don't like that. Actually, wait, I can grab the 1 and the 3. What am I thinking? But I still don't have enough. So I had a little bit too much. That's still too much, though. Is the goal perhaps to get more? And then open just one of these? No, because then that will that's not enough. So I do need to open 2 before I attempt stuff. And that does basically require me to grab at least, like, this amount. Yes, okay, there we go. That's 24. And then I grab this, and I have enough for the rest, I hope. No, that's 18. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, doesn't this literally just do the same thing? Yes. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. If I do this first and then this. Or if I do this first and then this. What is that property called? Where the order of the operations doesn't matter? Is that like associativity? Leaf has the power of placing solid objects and living creatures inside other objects. He's basically a god. He also has time travel powers. Commutative property. Okay, thank you. I feel like I should know that. I definitely should know that, but I forgot. I forgot. Okay, why are you here? What's your deal? Like, I don't really see the point of that thing. And I feel like grabbing these keys afterwards and then doing this doesn't change anything. That puts me at 44. So 4 short. That brings me up to 22. So only 2 short. Okay, so that's weird. Let me think about that. So that gives me 8. Actually, let me think about this a little bit more. Yeah, that's 16. It's 22. Yeah, I mean, my brain hurts. My brain hurts. It's clearly grabbing like only some of these keys and then spending twice here somehow led to me having more keys when I did this. Now I have 46. Okay, yeah. So do I actually just want to like hit this first and then like grab some of these and then hit another one and then grab more of these and then hit another one? Is that... No, that's less. I need to actually think about this. I need to actually math. You'll learn to manipulate small numbers whether you like it or not. All right. Oh no! Don't do that. So I have -8, and that becomes subtracting -8 if I do this. I am just guessing, but I'm trying to actually like reason with this too. I'm trying to figure out like why does it work that way? Like why is it that when I grab some of them I get more and other times I don't? Like what property is that? And also depends on like how many of these I touch. Because this gives me 11 times 2 if I touch 2 of these, right? So that gives me 22. And then if I grab these ones, I get 40 only. But if I grab like these 3, and then I touch this and this, I get 28. And then if I grab this and touch the last one, I end up with 46, which is like way more. Okay, hang on. Let me write this down. Okay, so let me write down the 2 paths and like try and figure out like where things change and like why. So -8, -3, -3. And that's... I just need like 2 cases here. So I have this case where I grab all of them. And then I just open all 3 doors. That gives me 54. Which is more than enough. Really? So wait, that was more. I thought I had already tried this. Didn't I already try this at some point? I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Huh. That's weird. Somehow I thought I had already tried this. Okay, so having more keys when you go through these things... Well, yeah, because you're multiplying, right? You multiply by 3. So 18 times 3 is 54, presumably, right? Like 18 plus another 18 plus another 18, yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. So that's why I have too many keys when I come through here after I do this. Okay, I see. Okay, I understand. I think I understand now. So if I take some subset of the keys and then I add that to my counter, and then I take more keys, then I take... Yeah, it depends on how many of these blocks I take at a time. Because if I'm only taking them one at a time, it's just going to add like ×1 of that count. Yeah, let me just add 3 numbers. I guess that's always what it's doing, though. I guess it's not really multiplying. I'm just thinking of it as multiplication when I go through more than one of these. But yeah, my multiplication is just addition, but repeated. So yeah, I am just adding 3 numbers. Okay. Wait, let me read chat. This puzzle's pretty hard to rigorously identify the solution, but easier to modify a wrong solution into a right one. Interesting. I think this is the part of the game where you officially want to be taking text notes of some kind for almost all puzzles. Oh, okay. Solved model in my head before there were notes. You just need goated working memory. Of course, it's when you took the maximum amount. For some reason, I thought I had already taken all of them, and I went through all the things, and I somehow ended up with less. I don't know how I got that idea in my head. The difference in permutation might be whether you're opening 1 or 2 doors in between. Yeah. I thought I'd already tried that, and I ended up with not enough keys, but no, I actually didn't try that. It was definitely because I opened 1 or 2 doors in between. Right, because I know that 8 times 3, 8 plus 8 plus 8 is only 24, so that's not going to be enough to open both doors. So I can actually just think of these doors as one gigantic 48, I guess. Because I was thinking that it mattered if I opened this one first, for some reason. But no, it doesn't matter. And I think I already proved that earlier, so... I really just need to add the 3 numbers. And it has to add up to 48 somehow. Okay. I don't know how to rephrase this in, like, algebra. What am I supposed to do? I have, like... You know what? I have text notes in the game. Sure. Well, I want to err on the side of having more keys, I think, when I touch the blast doors. Because -1 plus -3, or sorry, 1 plus 3 plus 3, that's 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. So that would be enough on its own if I go through 2 doors, because that would be 40. Wait, no, that's not enough. Oh, wait, but 40 plus 8 is a really nice number. Oh. Right? Did I math right? Am I okay? Am I having a stroke? No, that's not 40. Where did I get 40 from? I thought I had like 20 for some reason. I don't know what's going on. No, that's just 10. This is just 10. If I grab 2 doors with 10, that's 20. If I grab all 3, that's just 30. So that's not enough to open both of these. No, I really do need this on top. So what's... This is -6, -7. Okay, it's like 7 plus 8 is 15, I think. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 plus 15 plus 3 would be 18. I mean, not 18, but like, whatever. So that gives me 30. This gives me 18. Isn't that 48? Okay, yeah. There we go. I don't know. Do you call that guessing? Maybe. I don't know. I figured it out in my head at least. I didn't just like try stuff. Oh boy. 7-5, 7-6, 7A. Sure. I guess I'll do 7-5. What's this? Another key type? Madness, etc. There are star keys. Uh-oh. Once you pick them up, the key count for the corresponding color is locked at its current value. It's not rocket science, really, although the cute star head would imply otherwise. Oh. Yeah, it's stuck there. If I pick this up, it's also stuck there. Which means I can't get more of those? Is that right? Oh, but then it lets me bust this down and get -4. Okay. -4 of these. I can bust this down, and that doesn't change anything. Even though that has a white border. Yeah, it's actually just locked. It's locked in place. This is a purple border. I see. If I wanted to, I could sign flip it, and then I could open this, and that doesn't affect my key count. This still doesn't affect my key count. So that means this never opens, because I can't ever change my key count to 5. Yeah, I can safely rule that out, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, that attacks the other key count. Wait. No way. I do open this. Wait, I forgot I had a master key. This is wild. Aha, let's pick up those master keys and make for the exit. Except, an interesting property has revealed itself. If a door has even the slightest amount of gold on it, master keys cannot affect it. I suppose you'll have to open those blank doors the old-fashioned way. So if these actually had numbers on them, would that subtract from my master key count? I feel like it would. I don't like where this is going. Yeah, I can't open this. So I have to go here and pick this up, huh? I mean, you know, my hands are tied, man. I don't think I had any choices there. Alright. Yikes. So I have 8 of these funny regular cyan keys. And then I have to get rid of 60 pink. Do I have enough master keys to do that, though? Also, how do I get rid of 8 cyan? 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. And this is 8, so I actually have to get rid of all of these, huh? Yeah. There's no other way. Okay, well, I mean, I don't have to go through here. I have 5 master keys only. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Do I want to open this? I mean, 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is not really divisible by 10. Or 20. So I don't want to open the pink doors either? But that doesn't make sense, because I have to get rid of this, right? Or, wait, can I do this? Oh no, I'm out. No! No, but really? Wait. Oh, I spent so many keys. What am I doing? I can just do this. Yeah, this, and then this. And I can just do this. There we go, okay. Okay, baby puzzle. We're back to easy puzzles for a bit. Hey look, someone went and hole punched a few of the star keys, making them unstar keys? I suppose that term will work. I imagine the logic here is easy to follow as well. If a star key locks the key count into place, then an unstar key makes it susceptible to change again. Okay, sure. So we've got like mutability, I guess. This variable can be mutated until I grab this thing. Fascinating. It's almost like I'm like passing in my keys by reference. Normally. Or like by mutable reference and then by like shared reference. Okay. Wow. No, this doesn't look easy at all. I hate this. I don't think I like this. Wait, I could do this first and then grab this. That's also an option. Or I could do this and then grab this and then grab this. Wow. Okay, yeah, lots of options already. All right, paint. Let me just save this here. Make a copy. Okay, so now I have both of these. 3 hours, up to you if you want to attack this one now. Oh yeah, I just didn't even notice. Time flies when you're being attacked with math. Alright, I probably should go. I don't know if I'll be able to do this one right now. I'm also kind of tired. Oh, yeah. I think I need a little bit of a mental adjust. It's kind of a lot to take in right now. I didn't think I was gonna have to actually do math though. I'm worried about how much worse this is going to get. But I've made it this far. But I'm probably not even like 10% of the way through the game, so yeah. I don't even have enough stone keys to go on to here. You have anything to say? No? Are you done talking? I guess so. Yeah. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all for watching and criticizing my puzzle solving. It's fine. I'll get there eventually, maybe. Maybe this is my time to finally learn how to do arithmetic and mental math faster. I don't know. Like it is very basic stuff. It's just not stuff that I was ever very good at, even in school, growing up, even without calculators and everything. Like I would count everything on my fingers because that's, I don't know, that my brain just wasn't able to do math very well. So yeah, I'm very, in some ways, mathematically challenged. And in other ways, I don't know. I guess like I can understand like CS stuff pretty decently well. I'm not really sure why, but that's just how my brain would be. There's number crunching and stuff, like the rigorous stuff is just, I don't know, my brain is just very slow at that. If you can learn my arcane nonsense, you can learn a bit of number theory. You know what? I actually don't know any number theory. I haven't ever really looked into number theory. I've only ever like dug into like category theory because of its ties to type systems and stuff. But I do want to learn more math. It's just like on the priority list, it's really hard to figure out where that goes. I have like so many things I want to do. And I mean, like Leaf's Odyssey is still a project that I really want to continue working on too. And that's, for me, that's like a higher priority. So like, yeah, I guess like the more like development or engineering kind of stuff is higher on my priority list than learning math, which is why stuff like this is gonna just bash my head in. But I don't know. Maybe this is going to be part of my training arc. I do not see using a calculator as cheating in any way, even some testers use calculators. Number theory feels like one of the worst fields of math to try and just deep dive into. Number theory. Or fun fact, every number can be represented binary, so hello giving you -1, -2, -4, -8, etc. red keys was letting you choose any number. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Because if that wasn't the case, then obviously binary numbers wouldn't let you. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to represent every number in binary in your computer. I did know at least that much, but like even knowing that ahead of time is just like, I still have to do the math to figure out like what bits I need to flip to get the desired number. I was never good at those kinds of assignments when I was doing my CS courses. Look forward to more number theory facts after every math level. Okay. Yeah, I will continue the series. I will try to persevere. I feel a little bit discouraged knowing that I'm struggling this hard this early in this game because I know that this game is absolutely ginormous. So I feel like I'm just gonna like run into a brick wall at some point, but at the same time, like I don't know, like Alex has been going through strawberry jam the whole time and like he hasn't given up yet. And that seems like he kind of just like dived right into that without even like playing a bunch of other like modded Celeste or like I guess he does play a fair number of platformers. It's kind of a different skill set too. But yeah, I guess I do have the access to a calculator, so I will try not to worry too much about that. The brick wall's the fun part because that's where you get better. That's true. That is true. The brick wall is compelling enough. Who cares? There's no time limit. Yeah, that's true. That's right. No, I kind of want to persevere on this. I want to actually see if I can clear all of this game. It's gonna definitely be very hard. But hey, that's what people want to see, right? I mean, I think there's a reason why people wanted to see me play this game and keep it. Uh, but yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I think. Oh wow, what's happening on Sunday? Sunday is the end of Highlands. Yes, so Highlands is gonna be finished. That's yeah. I think that's gonna be really short. I'm probably going to add another world onto that, another unpublished world. The next one I have on my list is really cool. It's actually the last world that I want to play on stream, at least for now, until like more get published. And then I'm probably not going to be streaming Leaf's Odyssey for a bit until I have either more stuff to show there or people publish more worlds. uh, so yeah, I think this game will probably be moved into the Sunday slot because that's kind of like the prime. That's the primo slot. That's the slot where I am rested. It's in the middle of the day. I can actually like sit down, think, and not it's not after like a long work day. Whereas the Friday slot is very tiring for me. Tuesday, more UFO 50. I'm gonna be playing more Block Koala. It's a Sokoban puzzler. It has force arrows in it. You guys like force arrows, right? It has block barriers. That's cool too, right? You guys like those kinds of things, right? I don't know. That game is a lot easier than pretty much anything in Leaf's Odyssey, and it's kind of nice. It's a nice breather. But yeah, that's also a pretty cool game. So yeah, then Friday I will move. Friday will I be moving Gentoo into the Friday slot? I'm not sure if I'm gonna put Gentoo in the Friday slot right away. I'll have to think about it. Because there are some other games coming out that I kind of want to play that are not puzzle games. Something that isn't so taxing on my brain. Well, taxing in different ways. But yeah, that's what you have to look forward to. Thanks for watching. I'm afraid there will be slugs. It's creeped my next world so hard. Oh dear. Oh no, not the slugs. Slugs are so hard to reason with. Actually, speaking of slugs, I think I can actually beat Leaf washes paint dry. I think I know a way I can actually do it, like feasibly within like a very reasonable amount of time. Gentoo Rescue is gonna force me to go beat Gentoo Rescue, so please do. I need an excuse. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Gentoo right away, but yeah, it kind of depends on the timing of like a lot of things because. I want to play Combo Devils when the closed beta is out because they're doing closed beta weekends for Combo Devils, and that game looks really sick. So yeah, I decided to just like back the Kickstarter, get access to the closed beta, try it out. I mean, I'm out like what $45. I got the early bird discount, so it's just like even if I don't really like the game very much, it's just like whatever. It's just $45. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I definitely want to get my money's worth out of that. So if they're running a closed beta weekend, I will be playing that instead of whatever on either Friday or Sunday. It kind of depends. So one of the streams will get probably bumped around a little. But yeah, I've rambled long enough. I really should actually go get some sleep. So yeah, take care. Goodbye.